perfect fucking song.
This is the sad song. We're playing this sad music due to the Packers season ending abruptly. It was a rough season. There was ups and downs. Thought they did everything they could do to win the game. They won every facet of the game. But they let the 49ers steal it. Nevertheless, though, we're going to have to hang these babies up. Wait another, 6 months?
6 months, way too long.
Yeah. But it's okay. We're proud of the team. The season was a success. Let's do one more. Let's do one more for the Green Bay Packers this year, where nobody thought they would be.
Hey, we made it to the playoffs.
Yeah, we did. Here we go.
Mr. Love.
Oh, God. Yeah, we're going to have to wash your carpet after this. Wait, you're chugging? Here's to you, Matt LaFleur and the Packers organization. So sad. I know. Let it out. Let it out.
I hate you.
I hate it too.
I don't know who I hate more.
It's like the beer. It's like the beer went down so bad this time. It went down so good after the win against Dallas, but this time it just wasn't.
Who do we hate more?
It just wasn't working.
Who do we hate more?
You know, I can't help but be mad at God on this one. But the Lord works in mysterious ways. We weren't supposed to be there, yeah. Did take out the Dallas Cowboys, which I was very proud of, but it's almost like they said, hey, wait a minute. The Packers are winning this game. They can't beat the 49ers. So we need to start over here. Andrews Carlson.
Oh, there we go.
That was the problem.
That was your beer.
That kick was a 40-yard field goal. I mean, 95% of kickers should make a 40-yard field goal.
I'd say 90.
90. Okay, well, anyway.
His brother would have made it.
It was raining. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It was raining throughout the game, but at that time, the rain had stopped. You missed that field goal to get a safe lead, a 7-point lead, where the 49ers can only tie it. But missing that field goal gave them the ball at the 40-yard line. And, 6 minutes left?
6, no, 3.
No, there was 6 minutes left. They drained that clock down. They got 4 first downs on that drive. Oh, God. Yeah, that didn't go down good. But, hey.
Carlson's kicking it up again.
Do you think they get rid of Carlson?
More than, yeah.
Let's say they would have gotten field goal range. What do you think would happen if they would have gotten field goal range on that last drive?
Kick it, yeah.
You think he would have made it, though?
Yeah.
I don't think he would.
Oh, if he would have made it? No.
Yeah, he wouldn't. The game-tying field goal, I don't think he would have made it.
Oh, no. They would have given him the chance again.
Their best bet was for them to score a touchdown on that final drive.
Fucking touchdown.
And listen, I didn't like Jordan Love at the beginning of the season. I thought he was the problem.
You did.
Austin did convince me. Give him a shot, give him a chance. I was probably jumping the gun because I was excited about maybe getting a high draft pick. I bought into him though. Once those last 4 or 5 games at the end of the season started, he played like an MVP. 20 touchdowns, 1 interception. Didn't throw an interception at all against the Cowboys. He had 2 in this one. His first one kind of bounced off the receiver's hand. It was a bad throw.
Didn't count.
But this last interception he threw, I have
awful.
no idea what he was thinking. It showed the replay from looking at him on the other side of the field, and it looked like he was throwing. Yeah, I know that, but he was throwing a no-look pass.
Yeah.
He was rolling out to the left, and he threw it like this, and that ball fell about 12 yards short of Christian Watson.
Yep.
3 49ers in the area.
He said 10.
Huh?
He said 10 yards.
10 yards, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know how you explain that. I don't know what the process was on that. They had just got a first down. 50 seconds left. They have 2 timeouts left. If he throws the ball if he throws it away, fine, whatever. It's still second
He
down.
runs for 8 yards?
Yeah, he could have ran down the sidelines, got 6 to 8 yards, got out of bounds. All we needed was 30 more yards to get in the field goal range. It's one of those interceptions where I was so curious to see what he had to say at the end. He basically said I broke the mortal code, or it was a mortal sin by throwing across my body like that.
Crossbody.
But it's crazy how one play can just ruin everything. They were beating the 40. I don't care how close the score was. The Packers were beating their ass. The 49ers had no answer. The only thing the 49ers did good was keep them out of the end zone. If you do the math, the Packers got in the red zone
3 times.
four times in the first half.
4 times?
4 times. So 49ers got in there once, and you're looking at 28-7 if you capitalize.
How many points did we score in the red zone?
We only had
6.
Yeah,
Fucking 6 points.
Yeah.
3 trips.
Well, no, there was the Bo Melton pass. They weren't in the red zone yet. But the one to Luke Musgrave that they had after the kick return, which Nixon got us in the red zone. But there was good things about it, though. Great things about it. We're excited about the young receivers, right?
Yeah.
I think hopefully we can go in the next season knowing that we don't have a dominant receiver, a diva on the team. He can spread the ball around. Like where do these guys come from? Dontavion Wicks, Bo Melton, Jaron Reed, or what's his name? Jalen Reed. He a rookie. Romeo Doubs. Christian Watson's probably the most well-known and highest drafted on the team, and he didn't really do shit in the playoffs. I think he had 1 catch in this game. Coyotes, game over. We won. We got it. We hit it.
Hell yeah.
We just hit the Coyotes pins under 7.5. Austin got the 8.5. Okay, that cheered me up a little bit. But I don't really want to talk about this much more. But what do you think?
Bit more.
Let me ask you this: what pick was worse, Jordan Love's pick or Brett Favre's pick when he played for the Vikings and threw that ball against the Saints?
Brett Favre's, of course.
You think Brett Favre's was? Because that was a game to go to the Super Bowl, right?
Yep.
But the winner of this game was going to go to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
I don't think the Lions are gonna touch the 49ers. I think the 49ers are going to win probably like 31-10 or something like that. But we picked them on the right day. Sadly, it sucks, but Deebo Samuel got hurt. That actually worked out for us.
He's a 50-50 shot this week.
Yeah, they did contain McCaffrey for most of the game, except toward the end. There was some really bad tackling going on. It's like they could not tackle the guy. Darnell Savage, great play.
God damn.
Great play against Dallas to do the pick six. He could have had another one. First drive of the 49ers, he gets gifted a fucking Thanksgiving turkey.
Another one.
Right in his hands, right between the 2 and the 6.
You know how many millions that would have freaking...
Yeah, he had the ball in his hands and he started running and just juggled it. It was sad there was nobody in front of him. That was a touchdown because he's really fucking fast.
Yeah.
That was a touchdown. You go up 10-0, within the first 5-6 minutes of the game. It's a coulda, woulda, shoulda.
And guess what? It's an Aaron Jones game. Who had fucking 100?
Oh, dude! As soon as Aaron Jones got that long run,
yes,
and on the drive, Carlson missed the field goal. As soon as he did that, it took me back to when in the first half when Rodgers and them lost to San Francisco the last time. They had that long screen pass to Aaron Jones, went like 90 yards before halftime.
Yeah.
And they went to kick a field goal and it got blocked. So kind of the same thing happened here. Aaron Jones makes a big play. They line up to kick a field goal and they miss it. It sucks that it was only 40 yards. 51 yards, yeah, okay, he missed it. Yeah, it's a 51-yard, field goal. But 41 yards, that's a chip shot to 90% of kickers.
And fucking Carlson makes long field goals.
Yeah, he's a rookie. He is a rookie. I get that, but
all season.
Yeah.
He hasn't fucking done shit.
He's missed 7 extra points.
Yes.
Is what I saw. But I don't want to blame it on Carlson. Like,
I'll blame it on...
I wanted to blame it on Jordan Love so bad for that pick. Like, you're playing MVP caliber ball the last 7 games you played, and you throw that ball it's on first down. You throw the ball right in the middle of the field into a sea of red. One of the best defenses in the league. Like, what are you thinking? Like, he had such a good game. Such a good game. There was a couple throws that he missed, whatever, but at that crucial of a moment, I can't think of a worse interception.
Do you think he was throwing the game?
I don't think so. I think it was just rookie jitters, or it's his first year as a starter, like just kind of something he's got to learn from. But it couldn't. He couldn't have. There's no learning at this point in the playoffs in the divisional. It's the coach. You know how you should play, and he played a nearly perfect postseason. Could have took his team to the NFC Championship first year as a starter, and I have no doubt in my mind that they would have. That they would have got there if he wouldn't have thrown that ball. I think they would have got down there to at least tie the game, or maybe even go up. But it's just and I don't know. There was a look in his eye on the sidelines like he had given up. I don't want to watch this dude.
Yep, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch Aaron Jones dominate the fucking game. Why not give fucking Aaron
What are
Jones the
these?
game?
The highlights?
Yep.
Well, obviously the key play of the game is fucking the end of the fucking thing. The end of it. But yeah, man, it was tough to watch.
I did not like it.
Yeah.
And
I am excited about the future, but I don't think I think this was a good a chance of any for them to get to the Super Bowl.
yep.
A good a chance
If
of any.
we would have won this game, yeah,
If they would have won this game, they're going to the Super Bowl.
we're probably gonna win it.
I think they would have kicked the shit out of the Lions, riding the momentum of beating the number 2 seed, then the 1 seed, and then beating the 3 seed. No problem.
And Detroit, dude, fucking
Yes.
take their fucking hearts out.
We took their hearts out during Thanksgiving,
Exactly.
and it just
And Jack Harlow.
yeah. If Deebo Samuel doesn't get hurt, does this game play out different?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I think maybe the 49ers wouldn't have struggled so much, but
And
they couldn't ask. I said it. They need to stop McCaffrey and let Purdy beat you, and it was a perfect game plan.
Purdy was not fucking beating us.
He was
at
not.
all.
He was throwing balls up into the defense. Like I was wondering how
Oh my god! Look at that.
how are those balls not getting picked off? Like it's just it all worked out for the 49ers. So many chances to get turnovers. We end up having 2 turnovers. The 49ers don't turn it over at all. We have 3 turnovers actually because of that terrible spot on that quarterback sneak. They should have got the first down on that play. But you can't look at it like that.
Call Scott.
Call Scott. Okay. We'll see what Scott has to say about this. Maybe he'll lighten the mood or he'll just piss us off even more.
They are fucking bums.
Yeah. Catley.
Oh yeah, that pissed me off too. Shit.
Are you there?
What up?
We were just reminiscing the Packers season, kind of talking about the game. I don't know if you got to watch the game or anything, but I was letting the audience know that the Packers won that game in every facet of the game. They just didn't win on the scoreboard at the end, which is the only thing that counts, right?
He's right.
They put up a
Dang.
good fight, but what was your take on the game? Let us know how you felt about it. And what's your outlook on the future of these Packers?
Yeah, I think the outlook. I think you're going to be good for years with Love.
Mm-hmm.
I only saw like the highlights and really just the last drive where he throws that. I guess it's to me it reminded me of when Favre played with the Vikings.
That's exactly what we were just talking about. I tried to ask Austin what was worse, that pick or Jordan Love's pick.
Oh, they were both pretty bad. Probably Jordan Love's. To be
I think
honest.
so too, because there was 3 defenders.
But Scott's talking about he's talking about Favre's pick with the Vikings, where he fucking threw
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that too. But Favre's pick got picked off by one guy in man coverage.
Yeah.
This guy was surrounded by 3 49ers in zone coverage.
I forgot about this. The Niners fucking missed 2 field goals too.
No, they only missed one, just that one. Yeah. They
Either
only
way.
missed that one.
They put out points on the board. So did we.
Yeah, but man, I'd never been more pissed off about any throw ever made except that one. There was people on Twitter saying, was that possibly the worst postseason interception of all time? To have all this hype going into this game, have all these analysts talking about how good you're doing, how great the future is going to be, and then to go out like that. The Packers players could not believe it. They couldn't believe they were losing this game because everybody.
Did he say anything in post game?
Look at that.
He
oh
just
my
said
God,
he just said I made the mortal sin of throwing across your body. I got to be better. I got to learn from it. Now's not the time for you to learn. This isn't a learning experience. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs. You do not make that throw. He could have ran it for at least 4 or 5 yards and got out of bounds.
He could have got sacked. Who
on
cares?
First down,
Who
dude.
fucking cares?
First down, 50 seconds left, and 2 timeouts. You cannot throw that ball up like that.
And you got to tackle right there. You have to tackle.
Yeah. Would you have rather they got blown out?
Exactly. Yes, I would have.
Yes.
Rather than losing.
Yes.
Like
Well,
this?
you heard us talking, Scott, before the game. Like we were saying, they're not going to win this game, but we're happy. We're proud of them, right? And then when they start hanging around like this, me and Austin started talking during the game, and I was like, I really don't want this, because we all know how these games end against the 49ers.
Yeah.
So
I knew they were gonna. I didn't shoot. I figured they would cover, but
yeah, they covered.
shoot.
And you know what
I
sucks
didn't know
is
that they would win.
when we were doing the predictions, you predicted 20 to 24, so you were 1 point off for the 49ers. You did good, but.
Look at this.
I predicted 28-24, so if they
Dude,
score a touchdown...
everything was in our fucking... Everything was in our bag. We should have won this fucking game.
We were watching the highlights of it, like the key plays.
We should have won this fucking game.
Yeah.
We fumbled
How
the
many
ball.
yards did Love throw for?
Only like 197, I think, 198. He didn't have to, dude. Aaron Jones was tearing them up. Like,
And special teams, everything was working for us. Everything.
Except the
It's-
kicker.
yeah, except the kicker.
Are they gonna cut him? Or
I don't know. He missed 7 extra points on the season. Like, it's
he's a rookie, right?
yeah, he's a rookie, but like I don't. He was too liable at the this season. Like
Come on.
he missed a lot of field goals, extra
I say you
points.
just cut him.
He missed a lot of extra points. A lot.
Just fucking cut him.
But that was only a 40-yard field goal. That's a chip shot for 90% of kickers.
In a dome.
Yes,
Or in
but it wasn't raining at that point either. So
good weather.
it wasn't good weather. It was shitty weather, but still, a 40-yard field goal. That's just you can't.
If you kick in Green Bay, you gotta kick in
Here it is right here. This guy made a 52-yarder. There's no excuse for him not to make a 40-yarder. This guy's a rookie too, isn't he? Look at that, drained it down the fucking middle. You think if the Packers would have made that field goal, do you think that they would have won the game?
definitely.
What do you think, Scott? The 49ers still could have tied it.
Yeah,
But
tied it. Yeah, I don't give a shit.
see that right there? That should have been picked off. Man,
How
turn it
much
off.
time was on the clock when they missed it?
I think just under 6 minutes was left when he missed that field goal. We're gonna find out right here.
Oh, look at this long ass run
6
right here. Bam.
minutes.
Yeah. Let's win the fucking game. Right
But the 49ers,
Ooh,
the 49ers fucking, they let Aaron Jones run all over him, dude. Like everything was working out for Green Bay. Only thing, here it is. See, 6 minutes, 21 seconds left. If he would have made that field goal, he would have tied it.
Yep.
It just barely hooked left. Barely hooked to the left. And then they just ran the clock out, slowly taking what the defense gave him. Just getting, 10, 15 yards here and there. Getting in the third and short, just like we were doing. And, man. Oh, it sucks.
It's possible. They could have won.
Yeah. I think if it would have went to overtime, I think Green Bay would have won. I have no doubt. I bet they would have won the toss, said, give me the ball, and they would have gone down and fucking scored. No doubt in my mind. But hey,
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
that's exactly what I said. We can't dwell on it.
What I tell you, Scott? McCaffrey plus 100 for 2 touchdowns. That fucking
Oh,
hit.
yeah.
Here it is right here. Here's the throw. Who are you throwing to, man?
yeah.
Who are you throwing to? And then this guy gave us a chance to win the game too by doing this stupid shit. Running around and why didn't he want to go down? I don't know. Dre Greenlaw picked off Jordan Love twice. No confidence from the guy. But hey,
What did
what?
y'all think of the other games?
The other games we were going to get
Who
into
gives a
is
shit?
I wanted to talk about the Bills-Chiefs game
Yeah.
because that was another heartbreaker for
Oh,
Buffalo,
yeah.
man.
That one lost all of us a bunch of money.
They just cannot beat the Chiefs. And this was the year for them to beat the Chiefs. They should have won that game.
It's because
Oh, yeah.
Jason Kelsey, dude.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
And Josh Allen, I feel like he was trying to do too much. He was pulling the ball down and running too much instead of, waiting for receivers to get open. There was a real long play to Stephon Diggs that went right through his hands. That play probably could have changed the whole outlook on the game too. But
Yeah. There was like a couple plays where they just chunked it deep on first down where I was kind of, I mean, I wouldn't have done that. And then that play where he misses a guy in the end zone, like you can clearly see Stephon Diggs is wide open
oh yeah, when he
running
threw it
across.
toward
I
the
guess
middle of
he
the field,
was,
right?
I mean, you got to feel that pressure coming towards you. But I guess he thought he could get it off and score the touchdown, but
Yeah.
he obviously didn't.
The Chiefs that was Patrick Mahomes' first road game in the playoffs, and he's been to the playoffs 6 times. This would be his 5th straight AFC Championship. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were writing the Chiefs off this year, saying that they're not as good as what they were, but he played a perfect game. Travis Kelce finally woke up, had 2 touchdowns.
Dude, all their receivers fucking caught balls.
Mm-hmm. Kadarius Toney
Yeah,
wasn't playing though.
that was literally the best Chiefs game all season, hands down. Wasn't even close.
The
They're
Chief
playing like classic Chiefs football, like we expect them.
and the Chiefs they had that touchback. Remember we were texting about that. Right after that
Oh, I know.
happened.
That was a chance.
Yeah, I thought the Bills were gonna win after that, but Josh Allen couldn't get it done, boy. What was the last play? It was a 4th down they didn't get.
Yep.
I don't even remember.
No,
I think so.
I don't think he threw a pick or anything. But that's gonna be
Yeah, it was like a 4th and long or something.
yeah. I think
That they didn't get.
the AFC Championship would have been a better game if it was Bills and Ravens, because I think the Ravens are gonna kill the Chiefs in Baltimore
I
like
don't
that.
know. Chiefs defense is good.
Yeah, I know you can't count out Mahomes or anything, but it's that Ravens team's on a mission, dude. And I know Lamar does choke in the playoffs, or he has in the past, but I feel like he's on a mission this year.
We already know it's set. Ravens, freaking Niners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Logo says it.
that's what I was telling him too. Like the winner of that 49ers Packers game was going to the Super Bowl. The Lions weren't going to beat the Packers. I knew that for a fact. But what can you do? We're just making
Guess
it
we'll
worse, I
never
think.
know.
Keep bringing it up.
I guess we'll never know.
And then the other game was the Lions and Bucks. The Lions, but that was actually a really fun game to watch. Oh, Baker
Yeah.
Mayfield, he kind of stepped up, man. That was a good play on that last interception by that linebacker. It was that dude just read it perfectly, but I don't know what they do with Baker Mayfield now.
That was my next question. Like, do they sign him?
Do they trust him?
I don't know, Scott.
What do you think?
I don't
I know you don't
know.
trust him.
I don't think there's anyone better out there that's better than Baker.
What do you think? Anybody in the
Unless
draft?
you could try to get in. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't take any unless you're getting Caleb Williams or someone.
I was
I
looking
wouldn't
at
even take
something.
like Penix or something. Maybe you can like invest in like a Penix or someone if you can.
Yeah, supposedly Penix
But it's
lost
not
a
like
lot
they're
of
gonna
draft
be even
stock.
close. They're gonna have to give up a lot.
Yeah, man. If I was thinking about this as far as Baker Mayfield goes, he got drafted by the Browns. They did try to get a good team around him and everything, whatever. He won a playoff game with the Browns, but the fact still remains that they are the Browns. They're the Browns. They're not gonna win anything. And then his second chance was in Carolina, which was a shit show. Carolina is just a.
Carolina is going to be a shit show for probably 20 years.
And then he did play for the Rams for a little bit last year. So him going to the Bucks, he had a good team around him, a good running back, 2 good receivers. That Otten guy, he's starting to turn into a really good tight end.
Yep.
He's playing really good, and actually had quite a few weapons around him. And he had a successful season. I mean, they were only 9-8, but the NFC South, I mean, that's always been a scrappy division. But I mean, anybody can beat anybody in that division.
Shitty?
Pretty much.
There you go.
But I think it showed like he can do well with weapons around him. He can't do it by himself. Clearly, I don't think he's a difference making quarterback. Would y'all say he makes that big a difference?
No.
No,
No,
see, I think
he's like a game manager.
yeah, like you
A
would
little better than a game manager.
I would compare him to Brock Purdy. Probably like Brock Purdy. He's got a good team around him too, and he's winning games. So
Okay, yeah,
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only comparison I can make.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
He
that's pretty good.
Look
Pretty
at
good.
look at their defense.
yeah.
Pretty defense, pretty good.
Nobody realizes, but the Bucks were really hurt all season. When the playoffs came, they finally got all their good defensive guys back.
Look at their freaking wide receiving crew.
Yeah, they got Godwin, they got Evans, Otton, and then that they have a little guy that's really fast, Trey something.
Oh yeah,
What's his last
Burton.
name? No,
it's
Trey
not
Burton. He said Trey Burton. Trey Burton for the Eagles threw the pass to Nick Foles.
No, it's some fucking fast ass guy.
Is it Parker?
Parker? That's it.
Yeah, he
South
played.
Park?
Yeah, he came from South Park. He turned out pretty good, and then the old reliable veteran David Moore actually plays for the Bucks too. That guy's getting up there in age, but still doing good. But no, I would keep him. I wouldn't sign him to I wouldn't sign Baker Mayfield to like a big deal, like pay him $40-50 million a year. I wouldn't do that. I would sign him to maybe like a 5-year $40 million deal, or 4 years $40 million.
Someone else is like, dude, I want you.
Well, he needs to realize that if he wants to win, he should probably stay in Tampa where he's got weapons. I mean, Mike Evans is probably gone at the end
But
of the
if
year.
you don't want to win and you go to fucking Pittsburgh or somewhere, but hey, I'm gonna pay you.
Pittsburgh has good weapons.
I'm gonna pay you 100 million. Like, are you gonna leave?
I mean, you put yourself in his shoes, he probably would, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think he should stay in Tampa. That's a good place for him. Like he's had success there, and if they do draft a quarterback, and
Hey, guess what?
they start that quarterback, he's the backup. So
Go to your NFC South opponents. Go to the
NFC
Saints.
South opponent.
Go to the Saints.
Okay, the Saints have Derek Carr.
Who cares?
Well, I think they're going to be good in the next couple of years.
Play
I
it
think
sound.
I think it was. I think it was kind of like a shitty season for them because they weren't all on the same page.
And they still almost made the fucking playoffs.
Yeah, and they got and Michael Thomas. I don't know if that dude could stay healthy.
yeah,
it would be really
Get
good.
that guy fucking out of here.
Yeah, he just needs to retire at this
Yes.
point.
Dude, the Bucks. So the thing about the Bucks next year, they have a ton of free agents.
Mhm.
Yep. Evans is out.
Evans is leaving.
Baker, Evans, Winfield Jr., Levante David, Devin White, Greg Gaines, Ryan Neal, ton of people.
I want to say isn't there like their starting corner? He's a free agent too. Carlton Davis. I think he's going to be a free agent this year also. Either that or he's got 1 year left. I don't know. And then the other
Their
guys
kicker.
there, they got the Panthers in their division, which make the sound effect, Austin. They got the Panthers, which aren't going to be competitive for the next 5 to 10 years.
20.
And then
David
they
Tepper
have who else is in their division? The Falcons.
Saints,
Falcons.
The Falcons, who are probably going to get Bill
Bill
Belichick.
Belichick, baby.
It's
They're
looking good there.
Dude, what if Bill Belichick went to the Bills?
Oh, that's another thing I was thinking. I think Sean McDermott
Yeah.
may be on the hot seat now because of that loss.
Dude can't win at home.
Yeah, everything was in their favor. They had the Chiefs too playing cold weather games too, but in front of Bills Mafia like that, you gotta
Dude,
win that game.
fucking fake punt. Oh my god, what
Yeah.
a fucking stupid to DeMar Hamlin.
What are they doing?
Fucking yeah.
Why do you give it to a
Oh
guy?
my
You
God.
can't say that.
You don't give it to a guy who's died more than once.
There's so many memes or little videos on that. It's hilarious.
What did it say? The play was deader than DeMar.
No, it's like what the Bills thought was gonna happen when they gave the ball to DeMar, and it's like a Make-A-Wish where they give a little kid the ball and everyone gets out of the way and he scores a touchdown.
They were gonna feel sorry for him and let him get the first down.
But
Supposedly
dude,
that play was called.
Not even good.
Yeah, supposedly that play was called because the Chiefs only had 10 guys out on the field and they audibled to the fake punt. But they still stopped you with 10 players on the field. Come on.
Dude, the Bills gotta have better athletes than that. Like,
There was the Bills in defense of the Bills, which I don't think it is an excuse that they lost that game at home. They should have won. They've been hot. They've been missing Matt Milano was out, Tre'Davious White was out, Gabe Davis was out.
Von Miller's been absent all season.
Von Miller he wasn't healthy. I don't think he was 100%, but he did play. But I mean, you can't. History shows that regardless if the Bills were healthy or not, they were going to lose this game anyway. The last 3 years in the playoffs, they have
Why
lost.
the fuck should we bet on them?
I don't know. The last 3 years, because we're stupid. Just like we took the Eagles to beat the Bucks. We're stupid. It was bad for the Bills. I mean, I bet those fans are super pissed. Like, I would compare the Bills fans to the Eagles fans. Like, them losing that game, I guarantee weren't they throwing snowballs at their own team?
Yep. The popcorn on fucking Sirianni.
Yeah, they were fucking firing snowballs at the Chiefs players too. I thought that was pretty funny, but regardless, I don't think you fire Sean McDermott. I think you give him one more year. He has succeeded really well with that team, but they just can't get over the hump. But another thing in history that's happened. Remember the Chargers when they had Marty Schottenheimer? They went 14-2 one year, lost in the divisional, and they fired his ass after that because same thing with them. They couldn't win in the playoffs. They couldn't advance. So I mean, nobody's safe as far as if you're doing good or not. So
I know. I saw someone put that fucking. It hurts me to say it. I don't even want to say it, but someone said that Allen's just reincarnated Phillip Rivers 2.0.
I wouldn't even put him with Phillip Rivers. Like, was it me or did y'all see what? Do y'all think he was trying to do too much? Like, was he trying to run too much? Like, it almost felt like he wasn't letting plays develop. He was just trying to play hero ball and just take over by himself. But once they put those spies on him, I mean, he couldn't do much. I don't know. I felt like he could have played a lot better. But I mean, what can you do? The history is not against you anyway, or history is against you anyway because you got the last 3 losses in the playoffs for the Bills were all against the Chiefs. Why they were favored in the game, I don't know. Maybe it kind of swayed all of us too to take the Bills, at home against the Chiefs.
Dude, the Bills were hot,
and they had already beat the Chiefs this year too. So
yeah,
it was a great game though. It was a really good game. But I mean, it sucks. It sucks being on a losing end, just like the Packers 49ers game was a great game, but can't turn the ball over, can't make mistakes, and the teams that have done this the least are still in. The Lions, the Chiefs, the Ravens, and the fucking 49ers. So it's all set up for a 49ers-Ravens matchup. It's got to be.
It's fucking rigged, dude.
But you can't bet against Patrick Mahomes. I think the opening line for that is I think it's the Ravens are 3-point favorites at home. So I think I'm gonna go with the Chiefs though, because I don't know what it is. I've never liked the Ravens. I can't stand the Baltimore Ravens.
Same here.
Yeah.
It's something about their colors. I even hate their colors. And
Damn.
I just don't like the way they play football. Like they're just grinded out. Like they win ugly all the time. Even if Lamar has a bad game, they'll still find a way to just win ugly.
Hey Scott, mark it here. James called Lamar Jackson ugly and black.
I didn't say black.
They win uglies.
I said I don't like their colors. They're purple and black.
Hey.
There's nothing to like about the Baltimore Ravens. But maybe I just hate them because they're so good.
Yeah,
Lamar's going to win the MVP, obviously,
Honestly, yeah. I agree with you, though.
But they are the best team in the league right now. I mean, you can't deny that. So, but hey, Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, you can't go against him.
Guess who I hate more, too? The fucking Niners.
Yeah.
This is going to be the worst fucking Super Bowl ever.
Yeah, I was telling Austin Scott that as that game went on, it's almost like whoever, the higher power, whether it be God or anybody else, was saying, wait a minute. The Packers aren't supposed to be beating the 49ers. And somebody fucking flipped a switch, like at Buffalo
Wild Wings, dude. Yeah.
And said, hey, this needs to stay how it is. The world's going great.
NFL.
There's going to be another fucking, and maybe in another universe, the Packers do win that game, but as far as this one goes, that's never going to happen. 0 for 5. 0 for 5 against the 49ers the last 5 times they played in the playoffs. The tradition continues. Aaron Rodgers lost to him 4 times. Jordan Love has lost 1. Our best bet is to hopefully never get matched up with the 49ers in the playoffs, but it always works out that way. Regardless of the seeding, they always end up playing each other, whether it be championship or divisional, wild card, whatever. But hey, 49ers are a well-coached team, a lot of good athletes. I don't want them, like you said, dude, if it's 49ers Ravens, the two teams I hate the most are going to be in the Super Bowl. I don't even know if I'd watch. I'll probably watch it, but
I'm gonna put some money on some squares, but
let's see. Who wins that game? Who wins the 49ers Ravens Super Bowl?
Ravens.
You think the Ravens do? I think
I don't know. It's a toss-up.
I think the 49ers are like on a mission this year. I think they had their one bad game, which was against Green Bay, and I think they're gonna.
Whoever it is, I would take the points to cover.
Yeah, it's gonna be close either way. Anything over 3.5, you got to take the dogs in these championships. So, 49ers, I think 3.5-point favorites, and the Ravens are 3-point favorites going into this. I know you probably disagree with this, Austin, but it would be kind of cool to see the Lions win and make it to a Super Bowl.
Oh my God, no!
But
I would love that so much.
You would?
Yes.
Even though they're NFC North.
Send the fucking Lions to the Super Bowl. I don't give a shit.
You can't not like Dan Campbell. Yes. You know what I mean? Like you can't.
I love Dan Campbell. That's
Man,
send them to the fucking Super Bowl. Let them get there and won, and then let them be fucking shit for another 30 years.
We'll say it's bittersweet is what we'll call it.
Oh yeah.
It'd be great for the fans in Detroit. Great for the community there. But in the back of my mind, I'm gonna hate it, even though I'd be kind of excited for them. Not for me as a football fan. I'd hate it. But
for some reason, if it would have been the Bears, I would have hated it.
Yeah.
If it would have been the Vikings, I would have hated it. But it's the Lions. I'm like, dude, give them something.
That's kind of how I am
give them something
with the Vikings, because like Kirk Cousins, I like Kirk Cousins.
Oh, he's going to fucking Atlanta.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be mad if they were to make it to the Super Bowl.
Give the Lions something.
Morgan wants to turn the heater on because it's cold.
Go for it.
Turn it on, Morgan.
I'll turn it on from here.
Okay, Austin's going to turn it on. Okay, so anything else on the playoffs? Who do y'all want to win? Like, in your heart, who do you want to win it?
You say, I want the Lions to win.
Okay, I want the Chiefs. I think I want the Chiefs to win it.
God damn it.
Just because things don't change, and I don't like the Lions because they're in division. I hate the fucking Ravens and 49ers, so I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Scott?
I'd probably go Niners just to
piss us off, right?
Just so CMC can get a ring.
Yeah. Well. Oh, anyway,
you don't want fucking MCDC to get a ring?
Some news out of what was it? God damn it. I just saw it. Bill Callahan, the Bengals offensive coordinator, just got hired in Tennessee.
He did?
Yeah, he's been working with Joe Burrow the last couple of years, and Tennessee went ahead and pulled the trigger on the guy, so we'll see how that plays out.
Where is Vrabel going?
Vrabel's still doing interviews.
I know.
I saw that the Chargers are going to give Jim Harbaugh a second interview. He's on his way over there right now. Well, I don't know if he's on his way right now, but he's getting a second interview by the Chargers. I think they had to do the whole Rooney Rule thing, and I think they had to go through, other interviews. But I think Harbaugh ultimately is the favorite for that job.
Scott.
So you might get your wish, Scott.
Yeah. Who you really want? Harbaugh?
You might get your wish, Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, he's gonna get the job. Like if they don't give him the job, it's gonna be fucking. I don't even want to imagine it.
Yeah,
but I know
Artie Smith.
He's gonna get the job. I already know he's gonna get the job.
Yeah.
Like them interviewing everyone's just a show.
Yeah, going through the motions.
A pony show. Yeah, he's the guy. He's got ties. Great coach.
Mm-hmm.
It's his job to lose.
And he coached in California before at Stanford. He coached at San Francisco. So
yeah,
I mean he's been there. So, I think that if he doesn't get it, like I think you kind of convinced me that if he doesn't get it, then it has to be Vrabel. Vrabel is going to get a head coaching job.
But where?
That's what I mean. He's too good of a coach not to be a head coach. Like he seems like a good guy, a good coach that has the locker room and keeps.
I was listening to like everything today. It's like, dude, everyone has everyone going somewhere, but Vrabel was out.
Yeah, you haven't heard nothing about the Panthers, but I think that's because Ben Johnson's going there. I think they're locked in on Ben Johnson. I'm pretty sure he's going to Carolina.
Do you want to go to fucking Carolina though?
Well, I mean, this is a chance for him to establish himself, to create something.
Do you want with fucking what's his name?
Well,
Tepper?
it's going to take a few years.
No, you want to go with Tepper?
Well, hey, I don't run teams.
No one freaking likes that guy.
Would you rather go to a team that's already winning and be the head coach and just kind of like fall in line, or would you rather go change a whole
Or
program?
you go to an owner that says, "Hey, we're gonna have meetings every Monday morning, me and you, and we're gonna discuss everything." Like, no, fuck no, let me run my fucking team.
That sounds like something Jerry Jones does.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Tepper fucking does that shit.
Damn, I didn't know you were so close to David Tepper.
Yeah,
The Bears got the coordinator for the Seahawks too.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good hire for them.
What's it called? The Eagles fired their offensive coordinator, Brian Johnson. And then, speaking of the Panthers, they hired a new GM today, Dan
Damn,
Morgan.
He was the fall guy.
Yeah.
fall guy.
He was a first-round linebacker drafted by the Panthers back in the day, Dan Morgan. So they're kind of going to go the whole San Francisco 49ers route where they hire a player to be the GM, which it's worked out for the 49ers. Maybe he'll pull the trigger. The 49ers are not shy about pulling the trigger on getting players. Like they got Chase Young, CMC. What other teams have picked up such great players, like just that are off the streets and that are willing to pay them too?
Bring in Mike Tolbert to be the fucking
The fullbacks coach.
OC.
Nice callback there to Mike Tolbert. The Chargers, the Falcons are front runners for Belichick. That's where they're saying it's either going to be the Chargers or the Falcons. More than likely the Falcons.
I said Falcons.
Also, the Eagles are interviewing Ron Rivera for their DC spot.
Oh, DC.
Yeah, DC spot. He was a good DC.
That's not bad.
Have you ever heard any news on Eric Bieniemy? He did interview for the Washington job. He interviewed for it, but I don't know what it looks like.
Let's see.
Speaking of the Packers,
Bro, check this shit out. This is kind of a bombshell.
Joe Barry's out.
The Lions just signed Zach Ertz.
Yeah, I actually just saw it.
Holy shit. Whoa.
So what about it?
I just think that's crazy. Like, the guy, he's been a free agent all year and then all of a sudden joins an NFC Championship team. What if he gets a Super Bowl out of it?
Yeah.
Wait, who'd you say signed Zach Ertz?
The Lions.
Oh,
He's going to play in the
I don't know
game,
why.
too.
I thought you said the Bears. I don't know what a.
Dan Quinn is
Okay.
interviewing for the Commanders today also.
He's going to the
I wonder if he'll
Seahawks.
leave Dallas.
Dan Quinn, Raheem Morris.
What was that?
I wonder if he'll leave Dallas if they offer him
oh.
the job. You think if he's taking these interviews, then
Yeah,
Then he's
they
probably
said he
gonna
was
leave if
ready.
he
He
gets
was
the
ready to
job.
go to be a head coach, and I think he should leave Dallas. So, if the Bills, let's say hypothetically, strictly hypothetical, they get rid of Sean McDermott, who could come in there and coach them?
Vrabel.
I was about to say that too. I think Vrabel would be a perfect guy for that job. I think he'd get him over that hump.
Yep.
He'd get that defense over the hump. But
Oh,
he'll
yeah.
probably be signed before they do fire this coach, if they are going to.
I thought Austin was going to say Cliff Kingsbury,
No, he's going to
like
the
he
Bears.
always says.
Oh, check this out, Scott.
Out of the Bears.
Looks like your boy Kellen Moore is staying with the Chargers.
Oh yeah,
Check this. The
I'll be all right
Chargers.
if Harbaugh's the head coach, though.
The Chargers block Kellen Moore from interviewing with the Bears.
That'd be
So
a good hire for the Bears. I
yeah,
think.
either they really like Kellen Moore, or
They want someone for Caleb Williams.
here.
Well, I mean,
Go
they
ahead.
already have a head coach, and they just hired their offensive coordinator. So maybe
So
unless this was like today.
something that I heard that you were talking about last show, when you said Cliff Kingsbury is going to the Bears, they think they're going to bring in Cliff Kingsbury because he's worked with Caleb Williams before. So that could be a sign the Bears are going to take Caleb Williams for the first round. But they got to get rid of Justin Fields. That's probably that'll probably be the best player available, Justin Fields.
He's going to
I'm still sold on Justin Fields.
Atlanta.
I still think he's going to be good. Eventually.
Speaking of that, where is Mr. Unlimited going?
Oh, that's
They're
a good
saying
one.
he's going to fucking Atlanta too.
Well, he could. All right, Scott. Well, we'll let you go, man. It's getting kind of late anyway, so we need to reset these cameras.
All right, players.
Okay, we'll
Have
see
a
you
good
later.
rest of the show. Later.
He messaged us. He has to go.
Oh, dude.
We weren't just trying to kick him off the show. He actually said he's got to go. So that was good. That was a good in-depth analysis there we got into right there, right?
Yeah.
We got kind of deep in there, huh?
We actually watch our sports shows.
We know ball.
We know ball. Ball's life, dude.
I do have a bracket for you.
Oh, what you got?
Being that you're sad, being that you feel like your whole world could collapse right now, I have a bracket on which ways you would prefer to die. Don't sound too excited about this. This is hypothetical. Would you rather die by suicide or a Packers loss?
Wait, what?
No, I just
It's gonna
made that
cause.
up.
That's gonna cause my suicide.
Yeah. What the fuck's up with my computer? All right, you want to do this, or you kind
Let's go for it, dude.
of off the chains about it?
Let me hear it.
Okay, so the first one is the number 1 seed, which I think is the worst possible way to die. Against
Fire. Nope. Never mind.
the number 1 seed against the 10th seed. I'll give you the 10th seed first. The 10th seed is just being crushed by a big object. The first seed is being buried alive.
Dude, mark that for my fucking number 1.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. Nope.
I'm so claustrophobic,
Yes.
dude.
They're just fucking.
I've told my
Game over. This is a stupid game.
Okay. Well, we'll keep going. Obviously, that one's gonna win, but I've told Morgan and my whole family that if something happens, knock on wood, and I die, I do not want to be buried.
No.
Like I want to be cremated because I fucking freak out if like say back in the day we would all pile in the back of trucks and stuff. I would start freaking out because
If I can't move my arms or anything, I'm done.
can you imagine that though? Like I know this sounds stupid, but what if you were to wake up in a coffin and you're not dead and you're fucking in that thing and all you have is this much space? Like I cringe fucking thinking about it, dude.
Dude.
Like
Why are you scaring me now? Right now?
like I'm like seizing up just thinking about it. I'm trying to get your mind off the Packers loss.
You're making it fucking worse. Like I want to fucking die.
All right, so
Oh yeah, mark that fucking worse.
we'll leave that one out. We'll just say that you picked crushed. All right.
But am I still alive when I get crushed?
No, you die. You just get crushed.
Oh, that's fine.
That's why it's the 10th seed.
Oh, that's
you
fine.
die
That's
immediately.
fine.
Okay, so the 2 seed going up against the 9th seed. The 2 seed is basically murdered by an animal, being ripped apart by a bear or a lion is the 2 seed.
Put that at fucking number 1.
Over buried alive?
Fuck yeah. No, as a best way to die.
Well, you haven't heard the 9th seed yet.
Okay, what's the next one?
The 9th seed is basically, your femoral artery right here. Basically, somebody or something just
out.
no, right here. This big old vein right here in your thigh. Yeah. It's the biggest artery you have in your body. It's basically bleeding out from a cut from your femoral artery. You just slowly lose all your blood and die.
So is it how I would want to, or
what's worse is what I'm saying.
Oh, worse, yeah.
Which one do you pick?
The artery.
The artery.
Yeah.
Okay,
because
you think that's worse than dying by an attack by an animal?
That would be fucking badass.
Okay, so
yeah.
Okay, so you
I would rather
animal attack.
Yes.
Okay, so that one.
I want some animal to attack me.
Can you imagine he died fighting a bear?
Yes, exactly. By a ripped out fucking artery. Fuck that shit.
All right, so the 2 seed advances. All right, and this is your 3 seed. Your 3 seed going against your 8 seed. Your 3 seed is drowning. And then going against your 8 seed is just being stabbed. That's both terrible.
I know.
Can you imagine a piece of steel just stabbing you straight in the chest?
But you can't imagine drowning.
I mean, you probably can assume what drowning's like because
Yeah,
I know you've been in water like
Yeah.
short of breath,
Yeah.
and it sucks. Like you freak out. It's almost like the feeling I get when I'm feeling claustrophobic. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I know.
So, which one you think is worse, drowning or being stabbed?
Drowning.
All right. But like, being stabbed is like.
I've never been stabbed before.
Well, that's what I mean. Like I don't know. Like if your body just goes into shock as soon as you.
Yeah. Like, oh shit.
As soon as that
That's so
happens
cool.
or anything, you know what I mean? Okay, so your 4th seed, going to get your 7th seed. Your fourth seed is being poisoned. Poison, which basically you're in immortal pain.
You don't. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do nothing about it when you're poisoned.
Like Double Jeopardy. You ever seen that?
Yeah, or have you seen Kiss of the Dragon when Bruce Lee? Oh wait, that's not being poisoned. Never mind. But Kiss of the Dragon's pretty cool because he puts this needle in a certain point in his body, and his whole body seizes up, and he starts bleeding from all his orifices and dies.
Shit.
But I can't put that on here. Kiss of the Dragon.
But yeah, put that as like a 12 seed.
Which one?
I don't know. What's
Kiss
the
of
other
the
one?
Dragon. The other one's just being shot, poisoned or being shot, not in the head, but like shot.
It's like being stabbed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Give me a shot.
Oh, there's an upset. And then your 5 versus 6 seed. Poison, I guess.
It's not as fun.
Being poisoned, like I guess it could hurt, and there's some poison that'll just make you pass out. So, yeah, I would feel like
Are you doing it like over like weeks and shit, or is it just like a one-time thing?
I don't know. That's what I'm kind of putting into perspective right now. Some like
Yeah.
rat poison, you get sick like really bad, like you're in the hospital.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That'd be a shitty way to die, just to be poisoned.
But it's got to be poisoned by your sibling, so that would probably hurt like your heart. Like if Morgan put like rat poison or whatever in your food every day.
Let's hope she doesn't do that.
That would hurt your heart. Don't let her listen to this.
Okay, this next one's kind of brutal. So the 5th seed is hanging.
I would never. Yeah.
The 5th seed is hanging, and the other one's smothered.
I'm being smothered?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm being smothered. I'm not going to hang myself.
So you would take smothering?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, because hanging, that's a choice. Smothering, that's someone else's choice. I'm getting murdered.
Mm-hmm. Let me put these seeds back. Okay. So, you got the animal.
This is fucking dark, dude.
Yeah, I know. The animal attack.
Change these fucking lights.
The animal attack is going to advance to the semifinals. So, you have your 3 seed versus your 10 seed being crushed or drowning.
We're saying, what would I rather, right?
What would you rather die from?
Oh, okay.
Being crushed or drowned?
Crush.
Okay.
Crush.
The drowning sucks so bad.
Or fire. Yeah, anything fire.
And then shot or smothered?
Shot. I'd rather be shot.
Okay. And then you have your animal attacks going. So, crushed or shot?
Crushed.
All right. So at the end, you have being crushed by something, falling from the sky like a fucking somebody picks up a big ass piano and drops it and crushes you, or you die from saving your family from being attacked by polar bears. What do you prefer?
Give me the saving my family.
All right.
I don't like those guys.
If you were to die, your worst way to die, you think?
Nope.
I guess we kind of did it wrong, but this is kind of how would you rather die? Animal attack is I'd probably get that.
Oh yeah,
too.
dude.
Say me and Morgan and the kids are on a safari, and like the truck breaks down and fucking bears rip off the doors and we're being chased, and you can just sit there and say, guys, run. I'll take care of this.
I got this.
And you step around, and then your wife's like, no. And you turn around and give her that look like,
Leo DiCaprio, dude. The fucking Gray. He fought off all those wolves.
you don't need to say anything or anything. You just give him that look.
Like, you're okay. You got it.
And you tell him to reassure him. You say, I'll be fine. Go.
And then guess what? Morgan, like, I miss you so much. Mm-hmm. Puts you in a coffin. And you wake up. And you're still fucking alive. Yeah, fuck that.
I should have never saved her ass. Goddamn.
Yeah. Fuck that. Being buried alive? Fuck that.
But then they could say, hey, he died a hero. Or like maybe even a crowd of people.
But he's still alive, fucking 6 feet down.
Yeah.
And he's just crawling.
It's like in the war stories. The war stories that you hear.
I don't even want to fucking think about that shit.
Yeah, I know, dude. Every time I think about it, I freak out too. But think about like war stories when say a grenade gets thrown in a crowd of people, and there's that one guy that jumps on top of it.
Yeah.
You know, he died a hero. I think it'd be kind of like the same if a big ass fucking 2 lions are coming at a group of people, and you just say, "Go, I got this." They get away, you die tragically. You're gonna die. You're not gonna beat 2 lions in a fight or 2 bears, but you know, you'll be remembered. You might even get your initial tattoo on all those people.
Hey, guess what?
Because they saved your life.
2 Packers might beat 2 Bears and 2 Lions.
They always do. I own you. I fucking own you.
But yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, no, just the fact of being buried alive.
That scares the shit out of me.
Have you ever seen Kill Bill?
No.
Well, there's a scene in Kill Bill where she's the bride. Her name's the bride in the movie, but she has a list of people that tried to kill her. So she survives an attack, and then she goes on the road to try to find all these people. Well, she finds one that actually outsmarts her and captures her, and then like it's slowly building up, and you know what's going to happen to her. So he ties her up by her hands and feet, and he gives her a flashlight. And basically said, and she's spitting on him or something, and he takes the flashlight away, and he says, "You're going in that coffin and getting buried one way or the other. You keep acting up, you're not gonna get this flashlight." And so he gives her the flashlight, fucking slowly buries her. She's in there, fucking while the dirt's being, put on the coffin. Like watching that, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like that has to be the most horrible death. I think that's worse than drowning.
Yep.
Being buried alive.
I told you that's the number one.
And then like just pitch black. You just have pitch blackness in there. And
you can't move your arms. You can't move anything.
Yeah, no. And you just slowly die. You slowly wither away.
At least whenever you're drowning, you can actually try to kind of fight. Mm-hmm. But if you're buried, you have nothing.
I know.
You can't move nothing.
Well, at least the coffin's soft. You got a little mattress,
A little headrest.
I was watching I don't remember what show it was on, but it was like a video online. There was this, you might have heard it, but there was these offshore oil rigs, right? And they were, I forget where they said they were off the coast of, but they have like a crew, cruise ships and everything, and they had a cook on each boat. The crew, the captains, the cook, and like the people the stewards and all that stuff. But anyway, these boats transport these crews with the rig where they go drill. Well, apparently one day there was a storm, and there was three boats, and the last one fucking ends up tipping over and sinking, and it's just sunk for I think for 2 days, and everybody died, and this one guy survived being at the bottom of the ocean for I think over 2 days. He said this. He told the story. He was the cook, and he got up in the middle of the night because he had to use the restroom. Well, he went into the restroom, and then all of a sudden, he felt like the movement, and then all of a sudden, he just felt water just filling up in there. So he opens the door, and then he opens the door down the hallway, and he slowly starts seeing people's fucking rooms fill up with water. He said the last thing he saw when he closed the door was one guy was like basically drowning. Saw it right there in front of him. Well, he somehow makes it into the kitchen, and I guess the boat landed perfect at the bottom of the ocean, where there was a perfect air pocket of room for him to sit in pitch black in darkness. He sat there in that fucking thing at the bottom of the ocean for 2 days. He said the water was slowly rising. He somehow made like a little makeshift table for him to stand on in pitch black dark. I don't know how he did it. And it showed a video of how they saved him, but obviously the boat tipped over. They went in there and they were trying to find the bodies and all that. And it's crazy because the guy that has the camera on him, the diver, all of a sudden like he gets touched and he starts screaming and he looks up and he sees that dude and that guy's like, oh my god, he said he thought it was an angel like coming to take him to heaven. But they apparently when that happens too, they got to put you in like a decompression chamber and all that stuff too. But that's just insane that whenever shit sinks like that, there's oxygen pockets, and he just so happened to make it to the one on the boat where it didn't fill up with water. But that would be a pretty worse. Like say nobody found him, that'd be a pretty bad way to die too, I think.
If you're down there by yourself,
Down there at the bottom of the ocean, in a little air pocket, probably about the size. You could see how much room he had. It was probably about the size of this, but the water was up to the table. So
it's
picture
like
him.
the Titanic thingy or the little.
Yeah, picture him sitting on this table and just having this corner of air. Pitch black though, you can't see nothing.
For 2 days?
For 2 days.
I couldn't do that shit for fucking 2 hours.
They asked him like, what got you through it, and he said he just prayed and he was thinking about his parents and stuff, but he thought he was a goner. Yeah. And man, like, can you imagine though? Like,
no.
Can you imagine being down there and then?
See, that wouldn't be as worse as being fucking tied up.
Yeah.
I can't stand that.
Like if I was that guy, like you're thinking in that moment, you're probably not going to be saved, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like I wonder if he thought the whole time he was there, like I should have. I'd rather just drowned.
I can end it right now.
Yeah, but it was actually like a cool story. Look it up. He was like a South African guy. He's a real thick South African accent. It was I think he said he was the cook. I'm pretty sure he was the chef. And they came and they strapped him up with scuba gear and everything, and fucking he swam out.
See, what about the kids that
that shit would never happen to me. I would. They wouldn't save me.
The kids that got trapped down in the freaking mines, coal mines.
Oh yeah, see that's basically like being buried alive too.
See, yeah, but you could actually move your arms and shit. That's my biggest fear.
Yeah, but it's still pitch black though, isn't it?
I don't
down
give
there.
Shit, if it's pitch black. If I can't move my arms and actually do something, that's my biggest fear.
Oh, another thing that's pretty crazy too.
Buried alive.
Have you ever seen those scuba divers that go in those little caves and stuff?
Oh, yep, nope.
Yeah,
fuck you.
There's even I've seen videos where not so much scuba diving, but they just go into caves and stuff like in ruins, and they're like slowly like inching through there. Fuck no. There was a video I saw on TikTok where one guy took a video of himself and he got stuck, and the water level started rising slowly, and he said, "If anybody can help me," I think he was on like a live or something. I don't know. I think he ended up dying actually.
See?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's stupid.
When you get a chance though, look up, go to Joe Rogan's
no, I don't want to.
podcast.
I don't want to.
And
I don't want to look up anything.
It's just a story he tells. But Cowboy Cerrone, Donald Cerrone? Yeah. He tells a story about how he was stuck, because he does that scuba diving in caves and stuff. And he said that one guy freaked out and all that silt went up everywhere, and he said it was just pitch black. And he said, I didn't know how to get out. He said, I had an hour and a half of air left. And he said, I was just sitting there, like not knowing where to go or what to do. And somehow magically he found his way out of the cave. But that's just, there's so many fucked up ways to die. But I think the worst would be like being claustrophobic like that. Like being stuck in a small space, whether it's being buried alive or in those caves, just stuck there.
I will be out of air in like fucking 5 seconds because I'm like, no.
Oh, I got one for you real quick. So, animal attack got first. That's the coolest one, right? What about a shark attack?
Yeah, I'll take that.
I would much rather take a shark attack because sharks could. Yeah. If a level playing field, if a lion was to go into the water.
Is it a shark attack where it bites you and you live and you go to the shore and you die there? Or
no, it's death by shark.
Or you get eaten by the shark.
It's death by shark.
I think eaten by a shark, yeah. For sure.
That fucking shark's pretty much Jeffrey Dahmer, eating humans and shit. But yeah, people.
He's going to eat my head and he's going to eat...
I'm going to clip this, so what would you rather die by? Getting attacked by a land animal or by a shark? Because sharks are the most badass creature on the planet, right? Wouldn't you say?
No.
No? Well, armadillos or what?
Fuck yeah.
You lose that battle. My group.
9 times out of 10.
My group of armadillos, you lose that battle.
What did I say?
I would say, well, grizzly bears are pretty badass too, but if you're talking level playing field, say a shark could walk on land, a shark would probably beat the shit out of a
Are
lion.
you a smart human or you dumb?
You're not a human. I'm asking what you would
That's
be
what I'm saying.
the best death being
Like, do you stay out of the ocean or do you go to the woods? Like you can stay out of the ocean, you can stay out of the woods.
I think the answer here is like just overall being attacked by some animal.
Okay.
That'd be the coolest way to die.
Okay, I'd say safari.
Do you remember that show on Spike TV that was like the dumbest ways to die or stupidest ways to die?
1,000 ways to die.
Yeah. I remember there was one guy that threw a javelin and he was running after it to go get it and like telling people, yeah, that's how you throw a javelin. He turned around, the fucking other end stabbed him straight in the eye and killed him. But yeah, dude, that's anything
I'd
that
say
involves claustrophobia.
I'd say land animal.
Land animal would be
Yep.
cooler. Yeah, because if it's in the ocean, like
You shouldn't be in the ocean.
you can't fight back.
Yeah.
Like you would fight back against a bear or
Yeah,
a lion, even though you're
exactly.
probably gonna lose, ripped to shreds either way. Let's get back to sports.
Speaking about the Lions.
Yeah. Speaking of the Lions, in honor of the Lions, they are going to the NFC Championship. We will do a pick show probably Wednesday or Thursday to see who we're gonna take, but it's all looking like we're gonna take the Lions to cover. No, wait, the Lions to cover, yes, because they are underdogs against the 49ers. I don't think they will cover though. You know, I may take the 49ers for the sake of money. I'd rather the Lions win, but I think the 49ers are gonna cover.
Was it 9.5?
No, it's 3.5.
Really?
Three or
Bullshit.
3.5. Yeah.
Oh, then yeah. I'm with you.
Take the Niners, yeah. And then the Ravens are favored by 3, I think, too. So let's see what happens. Oh, Patrick Mahomes, you got any more magic left?
Oh, we didn't talk about Jason Kelsey.
Jason Kelsey, what?
You see him shirtless and
Yeah, he said that he wanted to stop playing because of CTE. It looks like he might already have CTE.
bullshit, dude. He wants to have fun.
Shit, he was drunk off his ass. Boy.
Exactly. Is that called CTE? Because I got that shit.
Do you think that's kind of weird that he's wearing Chiefs gear and stuff and celebrating that
No,
hard
fuck
for him?
no.
I get it. He's doing it just to support his brother and everything, but I wonder what Taylor Swift was thinking. Like, that could be my brother-in-law one day.
Yeah.
She might leave Travis and go to Jason. Sexiest man alive, right?
Sexiest man alive.
I would. I think Jason's way cooler than Travis.
He is. He's way down to earth.
Solid steel. Solid steel and sex appeal.
260 pounds. Solid still.
He's got a really pretty. His wife's pretty hot too.
Yeah. But dude, he's probably my idol now.
I think the Chiefs won that game just because of what he did that night. Could be right.
He willed him.
I didn't know that Taylor Swift was such a big Eagles fan actually. So she's got best of both worlds. She has Travis, her boyfriend on the Chiefs, and her brother-in-law, Jason, on the Eagles. Which maybe not anymore because Jason's probably going to retire. So
He's coming to the Packers.
yeah, that didn't work out too well. Oh, but that's all I really got today. It was just slowly a recap of today, and then we were trying to figure out which way Austin would rather die. It got kind of dark, but we were in a dark place Saturday night. I had to watch that game, lose the way we lost, and then sit there at work for the next fucking 8 hours just thinking about it and dwelling on it. I called Morgan right after it happened, my wife, and she said over the phone, she said I know you're really pissed off because you never get mad. I can tell you are. She said I've never seen you this mad, and I was super mad. But people are telling me it's okay, the future's good. You know, he's the first year quarterback, this and that.
We don't know that the future's good.
That
We could fucking.
could have just got hot.
Guess what?
That was the worst interception I'd ever seen.
Guess what?
But I'm not gonna give up on the guy.
Hey, guess what? Fucking Jordan Love can get fucking hurt first game next year. 4
I
plays.
say we trade him to the Bears and get Caleb Williams.
Okay.
Nah, we can't do that. We can't be doing deals with the Bears.
Give us Zach Wilson. We'll fucking turn that guy into a fucking
Right.
winner.
Fuck no, we ain't taking Zach Wilson. Give us Aaron Rodgers back.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Maybe the Jets lose, have a bad season next year, and then we make it to the playoffs. Just trade for Aaron Rodgers back.
We never talked about this. Dude, how did fucking Jordan Love win with these receivers when Aaron Rodgers was bitching about fucking these receivers?
Well,
We never talked about that.
Aaron Rodgers was only with them for 1 year. Jordan Love was playing with them for 2 years.
No.
Yes. He was the backup last year. He was throwing to these receivers too.
And he was throwing to the receivers too.
Yeah, but he had nothing to lose this year. Rodgers had everything to lose last year.
So he didn't like his receivers?
I guess not. I mean, when you have the same receivers for so many years and you're on the same page, it's kind of hard to learn with new receivers. So maybe he just didn't want to learn. Like he was ready to win now. So maybe he just kind of didn't put the effort in. And there was a report that even came out that he really didn't even go to meetings and stuff like that about that. But we don't need to get into all that. He's a Jet now. I hope he comes back even better next year. He'll turn 40 next year. Or no, this year actually, December. So middle of the season next year, he'll be 40 years old.
And then his best friend, you think he's going to the Jets?
His best friend going to the Jets. Oh, Devontae?
Nope.
Randall Cobb?
Bakhtiari.
Oh, that's not his best friend.
Más o menos.
His best friend's Miles Teller.
It is.
They're boys now. Well, I don't know. They may not be friends anymore because he broke up with what's her name, the Shailene Woodley girl. Oh, but anything else we need to cover?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think we're pretty
You
set.
think that just about does it? A sad day here at Fader Follow. 2 of the 3 that do the show, we lost quite a bit. We did take the package to cover, so that's the good that came out of it.
We all won that one.
I'm sure. I hope everybody bet on the Packers because they were going to cover without a doubt. Oh, we didn't talk about the Texans-Ravens game, which there wasn't much to talk about there, but same thing. All that hype on C.J. Stroud going into this game after he played the way he did, and same shit. Couldn't really get nothing going, but tough Ravens defense, tough 49ers defense too, so these quarterbacks are going to figure it out. The NFL is going to be exciting in the next few years. There's a lot of up-and-coming good quarterbacks. But like you said, not the Panthers, not the Carolina Panthers. I hope C.J. Stroud does. I hope the Texans get as much hype as the Cowboys do in Texas because I think they're going to be better in the next 10 years than the Cowboys are.
Didn't say that either.
Yeah, and they got a lot of young talent too, so.
They have more playoff wins than the Cowboys in less. How many years?
Oh, I don't know. And there's really not any more news about as far as the coaching goes. So, hopefully by when we do our other show on Wednesday or Thursday, there'll be more coming out. But until then, I think we are good to go. Austin, what do you think?
I think we should play some sad music.
No, we're gonna go out on this. On our normal. Thank you guys for listening. Follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. We put pics out every now and then. We'll be back with you guys on Thursday. Hopefully, show will be out about Friday. We'll get this one out on Tuesday. And we're out.